Hello Physical Fiends, it is Jordan here with some just announced physical releases. These are games that have recently been announced, they are not releasing this week, and as always I do not do limited run pre-order stuff since they are always covered in Monday's video and there's no point repeating myself. So let's take a look at what's recently been announced. The Rogue Prince of Persia was announced for a physical release on Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 5. There's also going to be a Nintendo Switch 2 game key release. I have literally no knowledge of this game releasing digitally. When did that happen? Anyways, Ubisoft is wanting to get in on that Dead Cells action by making their own. And I would say it's a French knockoff, but Dead Cells is French itself. And then I realized the developers of this are also related to Dead Cells development team in some way. I'm like bloody Poirot, but he's Belgian, not French. Anyways, reviews for the digital edition are very positive, and the physical is coming in a standard edition, as well as the Immortal edition, which will have a steelbook, poster, and art cards. Ghost Master Resurrection is a remake of an obscure PS2 Xbox game. It's a similar premise to that Mega Drive game where you haunt a house to scare the people out of it, but this one has a bit more layers to it and has puzzle and strategy game style things going on with resource management as you command an army of ghouls to do your business. The game is currently in early access on PC, but the console physical release on Switch and PlayStation 5 and Xbox is coming March 20th. RollerCoaster Tycoon 3 Complete Edition. Bit of a random one. Limited Run did this like last year or something, and now Atari are immediately doing a retail release for it. I guess Limited Run's version didn't sell as well as they hoped. From what I'm aware, this is a nicely solid edition of the game with all the DLC packs included as you try to build the theme park of your dreams. You have a second chance of getting it physically on Switch and PlayStation 5 on March the 6th. And if you want to pre-order it or any of the games in this video, then please do consider using the links I put down below in the description and pinned comment. Any purchase made via those links massively helps support me and this channel in the best way possible. I do truly thank you from the bottom of my heart. VGP are a really nice company and you get free worldwide shipping on orders over 75 Canadian bucks. It's not that much, like 54 American dollars. ChromaGun 2 Die Hard. I made a video about this the other day. Why? Well, because it's another proper Switch 2 cartridge from an indie publisher, and this one looks really good in my opinion. It's a puzzle adventure game that has you pissing about with colors. It's like Portal, but with less cake, and this sequel looks like it's trying to go hard with its theme compared to the interesting, well-made but conservative original game from like almost a decade ago at this point. This is releasing physically on Switch 2, PS5, and Xbox on February 12th. Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly Remake is another game I made a video about last week, but this was less good news compared to ChromaGun because despite it being great news that it's getting a Western physical release on PlayStation 5 and Xbox, it is going to be a game key on Nintendo Switch 2. I guess the PlayStation 5 version is gonna sell the best, and I hope it does sell well because I like this franchise and I want it to do well, and I hate to see it be a game key. This is a remake of one of the more popular entries in the franchise. I've yet to play it, but I do look forward to playing it on my PlayStation 5 on March 12th. No Sleep for Kaname Date. A quick mention to this, which is losing its Switch console exclusivity because it's coming to PlayStation 5 physically on February the 26th. Most people seem to think that this is a step down from the first two entries in the Somnium Files series, but if you're looking for a sharp adventure, escape room type puzzle game, then it's maybe one to look into. I did enjoy it. Rushing Beat X Return of Brawl Brothers is another indie game that's embarrassing bigger publishers because this is going to be a proper physical release on Nintendo Switch 2 and PlayStation 5. This is the fourth game in the series, 30 years after the previous one, which were all on the Super Nintendo. Never a top-tier beat-em-up series, this one is looking like a, schlocky enough fun. It's coming in a standard edition, as well as a steelbook edition, which in North America is exclusive to Video Games Plus, so if you want that, you can get it with the link below. Now before we get into the last few games, if you're new here, do yourself a favor and subscribe to this channel. It will be the best thing you do today, I promise. Plus, the bigger this channel is, the more publishers will pay attention to the demand for physical media, and this is a crucial point in the medium, so do your bit, join the group, join the team, Team Physical. BlazBlue Entropy Effect X is a very flashy looking action roguelike. The base game has been available on Steam for almost 2 years at this point, but this X edition is, I'm not entirely sure, and neither do most people on the internet, but I think the story is reworked to make it canon with the BlazBlue series, as though anyone could take it seriously, but the gameplay is where it is at, and many consider it to be a pretty top tier game, not just from the visuals, but the actual mechanics as well. It's releasing physically on Switch and PlayStation 5 February the 12th. Etrange Overlord? I don't even know how to say this. Etrange? I don't know. This was announced a little while back, but I forgot to mention it, and this game is being developed by Gem Drops, who mostly deal with mid-level anime side-scrolling action games, but this is a chaotic-looking 3D action game with a musical motif. It looks like your bog-standard simple action RPG, and I feel it's been a while since we had an NIS America published game that's similar to this in scale. It feels like they've slowed down a bit, or they just went all in with Falcom stuff, but yeah, it's releasing physically on Switch and PlayStation 5 in a deluxe edition early next year. The Last Ninja Collection plus bonus games. Is it weird that this is the one I am looking forward to the most in this video? Like, call me a retro knobhead if you want, I don't care. This is a collection of 7 games, mostly from the Last Ninja series. Absolute jank of the European home console scene, but saying that, they must have been pretty, exceptionally badass for the time. And this not only includes the 7 games, but different versions of them, whether from the Spectrum, Amiga, or C64 renditions. Something tells me they are not going to play super well this day and age, but boy do I want to find out. I've only seen a European physical release for this coming out early next year. I will include the game again in the future if a North American release is announced, but something tells me that it won't be. I don't think Americans have much nostalgia for the Spectrum, Amiga, or C64. MySims Cozy Bundle, a quick mention to this, which is leaving its Nintendo Switch exclusivity and is coming physically to Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 this week. Yes, where did this come from? I don't know, but you get 2 cozy games in one, supposedly pretty good. And there we have a bunch of new announcements. Which was your favorite in this episode? Let me know in the comments below alongside your thumbs up, and if you watched all the way through, please leave me a ninja emoji in honor of the Last Ninja Collection. And if you want to pre-order any of these, then please do so via the links down below. I greatly appreciate that, and I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Take care.